Good morning, everybody. Let's get this fro up and out of the way. My bank account reminds me how little I need the makeup. I'm not crazy with foundation, and I definitely don't need it to stick like glue. So I use the Maybelline Master Prime. It's just for the blur and redness because I do tend to get a little red, especially right here around my nose and up through this area. Anyways, just rub it between my fingers and just go all over the face. Actually, even on days that I wear no makeup whatsoever, I still wear this primer just as like a moisturizer. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline. It's kind of crazy how many Maybelline products I use. I told you I was a very basic girl. Sometimes I think we go crazy with the high-end stuff. Works. So watching this actually at Kmart when it was going out of business. It's the Maybelline Dream Mousse foundation. It's been around forever, and this is in the shade Natural Beige. It's actually a little too light for my skin right now. And then just are not cute. They're just not. They're not cute. I actually normally would not wear this much foundation. In the summertime because I'm really tan right now. But this just hitting puberty. Okay, so my goal is to not look pasty. I do have like a beauty sponge, a makeup sponge, and sometimes I do use it. I use it mostly for concealer whenever I do that. I feel like I can get the makeup on my face a little better with my hands. Always worked, like I said in the beginning, 10 times. I am a very basic girl. I have two different kind of concealers, but this one from e.l.f. has a highlighter in it. Ooh, it's my least favorite. It's like it has like some shimmer in it or something, and I'm just not a super huge fan. I need to buy more. There you go. Why would you? Anyways, okay, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Dream Illuminator, and this is in a 20 legger. I'm totally reading the wrong side, what language that is, but it's not English. But on the other side, so everyone can see exactly what it is, the Dream Brightening Creamy Concealer, and this is in a shade 20 Light. So I'm just gonna go right under the eyeballs, get those big sagging eyes, and yes, just a little right here, just a little on the chinny chin. Okay, all right, now I am gonna take the moistened beauty sponge and I'm just gonna press this into my skin. It sets. I just find that it kind of works really well. For whatever reason, I found that it works better for me to start at on the bottom edge of the concealer. The older I get, the more stressful I am. I get major dark circles and bags under my eyes. I can definitely tell a difference when I'm carrying a lighter stress load. And I can tell you guys that since my husband has been passing almost 2 years, the bags are massive. Just saying. I love those people, don't get me wrong, but pastoring is no joke. Honestly, if people have never pastored a church, and I don't mean youth pastored or like been the assistant pastor, but being the senior pastor, you really have no clue. And I mean that with the utmost respect for youth pastors and anybody that does anything in any type of ministry, because no one realizes the magnitude of what you're dealing with. So, okay, we literally had a mild catastrophe just a second ago. My tripod slipped off the table here. Anyways, okay, bags are not nearly as bad. As a matter of fact, though, I may go in with this e.l.f. that I was talking about that has some shimmer in it, because I still feel like I'm a little dark under these bad boys. Or I'm gonna blend this out with my finger just because. So, anywho, I'm telling y'all, this hair is tragic, really, just to be honest with you. I kind of shied away from using like a lot of blush, since just because I'm so tan. Just like it's not damp, but like a soft makeup sponge, and I'm gonna set that under my eyes before I do anything else. Whatever. With the CoverGirl Clean, it's just a pressed powder, and it's in buff beige. It's super, super light. The level of busyness, is that even a word? I'm an extremely busy person. So I'm just gonna go under my eye with some of that and just kind of set what I've already got on there. So I think I'm just swollen all over. Anyway, next I'm gonna go in with brows. I'm really not a super huge brow person. I have them waxed whenever I have my hair colored, like every 8 weeks or something like that. Sometimes sooner, sometimes longer, you know. But anyways, I do have them waxed then, and to me that's just good enough. What is this? This is tragic. Alrighty then. So, anyways, what I have been using though, this is actually the first and only brow pencil that I've ever bought in my entire life that I can remember. It's actually by L'Oreal, and it's the Brow Stylist Definer, and this is in shade Brunette, and then it's the roll top, and I like it a lot. It's super thin. I mean, it creates like hair-like strokes. The only thing is, there's literally nothing coming out because it is empty. Brush off of this just to kind of shape these bad boys up, comb them in the right direction. And then I have this eyeliner pencil. Totally not for brows, but that's what I'm gonna use because I don't have anything. And now I'm so used to, whenever I do a full face of makeup, I just feel kind of naked if I don't use it. This is by MUA. Or Moi Professional Makeup Academy. It's Intense Color Gel Eyeliner, and this is in the shade, don't know because it doesn't say a shade, whatever. This is what it looks like, MUA, and it's just in like a, basically a little, maybe 2 shades darker than the eyebrow pencil that I was using. I just like to fill in where it looks like they're naked, or like my hair is falling out, because as many of you may not know, I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. You can't catch it, don't be scared. And it's just basically where the gist of it is cyst on your ovaries. And many people who are uneducated think that that's basically all there is to it, but it's not. There's actually a lot to it, and I hate this because it gives massive strokes. The eyeliner pencil is way darker already, but it's also really fat. Like the end is super fat, kind of like a lip liner. I don't even know why you would. I think somebody gave me that because I don't buy eyeliner, nor do I wear it. I haven't wore eyeliner since I was in like 9th grade. True story. Sorry, my nose is like running here. I don't know what's happening. Oh well. People think that all there is to it is just cyst on your ovaries, but there's so much more. Some of the symptoms that I know just off the top of my head, and it's basically because I deal with them on my own, is thinning of scalp hair. And I know y'all are like, you're totally crazy because you have an afro. Yes, I do, but if you could see, like, I don't know if you guys can see this, maybe I can show you better another time, but right up here in the front, if I look close, like I can see where my hairline is receding, and I can see like to my scalp pretty far back, and it's really annoying me. So thinning of scalp hair, you actually get facial hair like a man, It's increased testosterone levels. It causes your whatever hormone that your ovaries produce. People who have PCOS produce way too much of it. Mine is off the charts, like total man status. Acne, hello. It's rare, and I'm very thankful. Whenever I was first diagnosed with PCOS back in summer of 2017, my acne on my chest and my jawline was so bad. Like, it was, makeup could not cover it up. Anyways, so mood swings, infertility is the most major one. Like, I can deal with everything else, but the infertility is a big deal. We'll talk more about that later. But anyway, the hair on your scalp thins, and I'm pretty sure your eyebrows thin because mine are too. The brush off of the other pencil and just kind of clean these bad boys up. Honestly, I'm trying to get some of that excess, not access. It's like Access Hollywood up in here. I really don't like them looking a unnatural shade. I don't. So I still kind of do. And I'm very basic. Maybe that'll change, but I highly doubt it because I've been a very simple girl all my life. I'm so thirsty. I'm gonna go get something to drink and I'll be back. Okay. Got me some agua, y'all, because this girl is thirsty. I don't know what is happening with my voice and my nose is running. What is happening? I can't be getting sick. Okay, I'm sure it's just not getting sick, Kayla. Calm down. Yes, ma'am. So like I said earlier, I really don't do a whole lot of blush right now just because I'm so tan. Lately, I have been using and loving NYX matte bronzer. And it's in like a blush shade. Get it together, Kayla. I've been using this NYX matte bronzer, and this is in the shade Light Clair. And I have just this Laura Ashley. It's a really soft brush, and I just lightly go in with this, and I just lightly cover cheek area, go in around my forehead. Okay, that's a lot. All right, my job is super, like, I don't sweat on my job or anything like that. It's an office job. I'm either in an office or in a car most of the time. I really don't need it to be like pasty and gluey because it's just not that important. If I were going somewhere like an evening out or something and I needed it to set all day, then I would use a lot better primer. The primer that I use is basically for redness control, but I love the NYX primer. I can't remember exactly the name of it, but that's what I would use if I wanted it to stay like forever. And I would probably use the NYX Studio Foundation just because it would last a lot longer than this. I've never purchased anything that I could not buy at Ulta, a drugstore, or Walmart, because that is just basically where your girl shops. I'm gonna go in with a powder, and I'm trying to figure out which one. I'm probably just gonna go in with the same powder that I put under my eyes. Sometimes I use this Maybelline Matte and Poreless in a 110 just because it's kind of lighter, and I like to blur out some of this when it doesn't match. I've never found a foundation that fits my skin tone perfectly, and I think the reason is because I tan so much, or I'll go so long without tanning, and my skin tone changes literally all the time. So I'm sure there is one to fit it, but anyways. Okay, so I'm just gonna take like a powder brush, little elf doohickey here, and I'm gonna go in with this is worn out because I've used this so much, but it's by Puff Perfection all-in-one powder compact, and it's in medium beige. Probably fairly close to my skin tone right now, but I'm gonna mix it with that same CoverGirl powder in this shade 125 Buff Beige, sorry guys, and I'm just gonna go in and just get a little of one and then a little of the other.
I'm just gonna dust this all around my jawline, up in my ear, and down my neck. Remember, you do not want a makeup line. I don't care how little or how much makeup you wear. If you have a makeup line, it's not cute. It's atrocious.
I'm I'm literally putting this all over, even over the bronzer blush, because I want to blend it. I want it to blend out. I don't want it to look so. The lighting is really bad right here. In my mirror, it looks a lot better. Really, the only thing that I have left is mascara. And I don't know. I'm really not a lip person. I'm just gonna take this wet washcloth. And wipe over my lips. I'm kind of burnt. I think I'm kind of burnt. It's just the lac colors. So it's just the lac little egg, and it looks green. It goes on just like a clear chapstick. And honestly, that's really just about all I ever wear. If it's something special, then I'll throw on some lipstick, but I'm really not a lipsticky type of girl. I always go back to the Maybelline. It's just so economically smart. It's like I think it's $5.68 at Walmart here, and it is, I promise you guys, it is the best mascara I have ever used. It is the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express, and they have had this for a long time. They make this in a waterproof, and if you're not careful, you will buy it without knowing, because the packaging is kind of discreet. It's really not. There's like a blue water drop on the side of the packaging, but your girl, this looks for her color. So I always wear this in Glam Black, and this is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have saw this at any drugstore, Ulta, anywhere you go to buy makeup, they have this. The brush, the bristles, they're so close together. It just creates the best. I'm gonna tell myself right now that I'm never gonna purchase any more mascara. As long as they make this is what I'll buy. Do y'all think this is gonna work? Probably not. Okay. Oh, I guess I should tell you that whenever I put concealer under my eyes and I blend that out with the makeup sponge, I go over my eyelids with this because I do not wear eyeshadow. I'm not saying that I don't. It's just very rare. I just don't. So. Everybody makes the weirdest faces when they're putting on mascara, like. I like to build with this mascara. Really, it's just so good. And just go back over it for 5 or 10 more seconds, and then I should be good. I'm not saying that I won't go back in and touch it up. I'm telling you, this mascara it's the bomb deal. All right, we can do better, do better, do better, do better. This almost always happens. A dropping falls off. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll grab it with a Q-tip. Of 15 products that I have here, I have a lot of Maybelline products. They've been around forever. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline, and their products really are good. And for me, it's really basic. I just try not to look dead. Maybe that's why they work so good for me. You guys need to go buy this mascara. It's literally gonna cost you $6 tax and all, and it's so worth it. I'm gonna grab a Q-tip and go in and clean up. What to do with the fro? I'm pretty much done with the makeup. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna just wear a hat, you guys. That's the end of that. Okay. Be sure to check out my website, lifeaftersemicolons.com. My blog spot is there, and it's sure to be a blessing to you. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.